Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're starting part 3 of Grade 8, Chapter 4, Tourism, and Upscale Industry. We'll be covering the solved book exercises from pages 68 to 72. So, get your textbook and notebook ready as we go through the questions and answers together, step by step. Make sure to listen closely, note important points, and try to understand the meanings as we move along. Let's get started.
Tourism and upscale industry. Tourism has become a multi-billion-dollar business with hundreds of millions of travelers arriving in destinations across the world every year, but there's more to it. There are many services and businesses attached to the tourism industry. Today, tourism is a big factor in the economic prosperity of many countries. The modern travel industry is organized to cater to every need and desire of the individual traveler. Although travel was once an uncertain and hazardous event, it is now an easily planned and coordinated adventure that has been revolutionized by vast improvements in transportation, computer technology, and networks of international communication. Components of the travel industry. The individual traveler is concerned about where to go, how to get there, where to stay, where to eat, and what to see. With latest technologies and internet, the travel industry is much more organized to meet these concerns in a variety of ways. Travel agents and tour companies, transport companies, hotel reservation systems, ground transport companies, restaurant reservation systems, and local or national tourism boards. Destination. Unless the trip is a business or family necessity, the first interest in the mind of the prospective traveler is where to go and what to see. The mass of information available to satisfy the traveler's curiosity is unlimited. Travel companies publish many pamphlets and brochures, and there are thousands of travel books as well as an abundance of websites available on every place a tourist might wish to visit. Transportation. There are two categories of transportation used by travelers. First is the means used to get from home to the destination, and second is the type used at the destination. In some cases the two may be identical. Tourists who fly to a destination may rent cars, ride railway networks, get about by tour bus, or even go from one place to another by ship, ferry, or riverboat. If they stay in one location, they often take advantage of local public transportation, such as streetcars, buses, and subways. Some areas offer taxi cabs or ride-sharing services, for which people pay a fee to travel in owner-driven private cars. Accommodations. For centuries there have been inns, taverns, and hostels open to travelers. In the early 21st century the hotel business really gained popular. Hotels operated by chains normally offer accommodations ranging from budget to luxurious. But there are still many privately owned inns and hotels that offer adequate facilities, both rooms and meals, for much less money than chain hotels. Bed and breakfasts, which offer a place to sleep and breakfast in the morning, are often more expensive. Restaurants. Eating out poses few problems for tourists who speak the language of the country, but menus in another language can be confusing and frustrating. Restaurants in many major tourist centers now print their menus in several languages. American fast food chains are located in many different countries, but their food is often adapted to the local population. Attractions. While some people travel to certain destinations in order to visit specific attractions, others pick areas to visit and then do research to discover the nearby attractions. Online sources can be helpful, as can advice from people who have already visited the area. Today, tourism is a big factor in the economic prosperity of many countries. The modern travel industry is organized to cater to every need and desire of the individual traveler. Although travel was once an uncertain and hazardous event, it is now an easily planned and coordinated adventure that has been revolutionized by vast improvements in transportation, computer technology, and networks of international communication.
Let's begin with the vocabulary activity from page 70. You are given a list of words in a box. Your task is to look up each word in the dictionary and write its correct meaning in the space provided below. This activity will help you improve your vocabulary and better understand the lesson. Pause the video if you need more time to check each word. Once you've found all the meaning, we'll move on to the next exercise together. Let's begin. Now let's go through each word one by one and understand what it means. First word, destination. It means the place where someone is going or traveling to. Next, transportation. This refers to the way people or goods are moved from one place to another, like by bus, car, train, or plane. Pamphlet, a small booklet that gives information about something, like a brochure. Accommodation. This means a place where you stay while traveling, such as a hotel or guest house. Restaurants. These are places where people go to buy and eat food. Attractions. Interesting places or things that people like to visit, such as parks, museums, or monuments. Reservation, a booking you make in advance, like for a hotel room, restaurant, or seat on a bus or plane. Subway, an underground system used for public transport, mostly in big cities. Underground. This means below the ground. It can also refer to the subway system in some countries. Note down these meanings and learn them. Let's continue to the next part of the lesson. Now we're on page 71, where we'll answer the first two questions from the exercise. Let's begin. Question 1. How many travelers arrive at various destinations across the world every year? Answer. Every year, hundreds of millions of travelers visit different places around the world. Tourism has become a huge industry, as people travel for vacations, work, or to visit family. And the number keeps increasing because travel is now easier and safer than ever before. Question 2. Which services and businesses are attached to the tourism industry? Answer. Many services and businesses are connected to tourism. These include travel agents, tour companies, hotels, restaurants, and transportation services like buses and taxis. Even online booking websites are part of this industry. All these services help make travel more comfortable, organized, and enjoyable for tourists. Pause the video if you need more time to write the answers. Ready? Let's move on to the next question. Let's now look at question 3 from page 71. Question: what kind of accommodation offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Answer. Privately owned inns and hotels are the types of accommodations that offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. These places provide both meals and a place to stay, and they are often cheaper than large hotel chains. They offer comfort and convenience, making them a good option for travelers who want everything, food and stay, in one place. Pause the video if you need more time to write the answer. Let's continue to the next activity when you're ready. Now we're on page 72, and here's question 4. Question: the components and businesses attached to tourism offer many jobs to people, which leads to economic stability. Given below is a table with each business. You have to list down the jobs that each of these businesses offers. Let's understand what this means. Tourism is not just about travel. It creates many job opportunities. Pause the video and try to complete the table in your book. Once done, let's move on to the answers. Now let's go over the correct answers for question 4. We'll look at each industry and the jobs it provides. First, accommodation or hotels. This includes jobs like receptionist, housekeeper, hotel manager, and bellboy or porter. These are the people who help manage your stay, clean rooms, and carry luggage. Next, transport. Industry offers jobs such as bus driver, airline staff, taxi driver, and train conductor. They help travelers reach their destinations safely and on time. Now, restaurants. Here, you'll find jobs like chef, waiter or waitress, restaurant manager, and dishwasher. All these people work together to serve delicious meals and keep the place running smoothly. Finally, attractions. This includes places like parks, museums, or tourist sites. The jobs here are tour guide, ticket seller, security guard, and photographer. They make the tourist experience safe, informative, and memorable. Let's move ahead when you're ready. Now we're on the last activity from page 72. In this exercise, you need to read each sentence carefully and correct it by adding the correct helping verb, either has or have. Remember the rule: we use has with he, she, it or singular nouns, and have with I, we, you, they or plural nouns. Now, Pause the video and try correcting the rest of the sentences on your own. Once you're done, resume the video to check your answers with me. Let's go. Now let's go over the correct answers for the has or have activity from page 72. Listen carefully and check your work as we read each corrected sentence together. Tourism has become a multi-billion-dollar business. Ayesha and I have known each other since we were at school together. I have played tennis since I was 8 years old. Ollie has been in hospital 3 times this year. You have had that suit for more than 10 years. Isn't it time to get a new one? Since he finished university, my brother has worked in 5 different countries. Zara has watched that TV program every week since it started. I have never liked bananas. I think they're horrible. What's the most interesting city you have ever visited? Make sure you've used has or have correctly according to the subject in each sentence. Pause the video if you need to double check your answers. Once you're ready, we'll move on to wrap up this lesson. Now it's time to do a little writing. Your task is to write 2 paragraphs, each with 8 to 10 sentences, about the kinds of places you would like to visit on a holiday. In your writing, explain where you would like to go, where you would like to stay, and what types of tourist spots the place offers. Try to use travel vocabulary, phrasal verbs and present perfect tense. Happy writing. Here's an example of paragraph 1 for your writing task. Listen carefully and notice how the sentences are connected and full of interesting details. Paragraph 1. I have always wanted to visit the beautiful city of Istanbul in Turkey. I have seen many pictures of it, and it looks like a perfect mix of history and modern life. I would love to check into a hotel near the famous mosque. It would be exciting to walk around the old streets and visit ancient buildings. I have already read about tourist spots like Hagia Sophia, the Grand Bazaar, and Topkapi Palace. Many people have said it is a great place for shopping and tasting delicious food. I have also watched videos of people riding hot air balloons in Cappadocia, and I would love that too. I think Istanbul offers a great chance to learn about the past while enjoying the present. I have been dreaming about this trip for a long time, and I hope to make it real soon. Now let's get ready for paragraph 2. Let's read paragraph 2. Listen the way the ideas flow, and how the writer describes the place using feelings, sights, and experiences. I have always wanted to visit Skardu, a beautiful valley in the northern areas of Pakistan. I have seen many pictures and the place looks magical with tall mountains, blue lakes and green fields. I would love to check into a hotel near the lake so I can enjoy the peaceful view every morning. Skardu has many tourist spots like Shangri-La Resort, Shigar Fort, and Sapra Lake. I have already read about these places in travel blogs, and seen them in YouTube videos. Many people have talked about how friendly the locals are and how delicious the food is. I would love to walk around the markets and buy hand souvenirs. I have never been to a place like this before, but I have always dreamed of exploring the beautiful landscapes of Gilgit-Baltistan. It would be an unforgettable experience. This gives great details and shows why the writer wants to visit this destination. I hope you found this video helpful and easy to understand. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like the video, share it with your classmates, subscribe to my channel for more educational content. See you in the next lesson.